You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
Play this record as frequently as possible.
The Doug Stewart Show
is the best in the world as far as I'm concerned.
This is sports talk for the people. The Doug Stewart Show. It's like the tail wagging the dog. They create the narrative. Don't believe it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Or are you not entertained? This is sports talk with hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Yeah! What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. And this is a Tribute Tuesday. And oh boy, we got a lot of great things planned for you today, as we do every single day. Shots out and good morning to all of the Stewies. Yeah. Oh boy, May 17th, 2016. Boy, we got a lot to get into today, man. Thank you so much for joining your folk. Cassidy, Pharrell, bring it back. Yes, sir. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, welcome and thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a Tribute Tuesday. And what we do on Tribute Tuesday, man, is we pay tribute, we pay homage to one of the best, one of the greatest to do it of all time. So today, man, we thought it'd be fitting to pay homage to the great Janet Jackson. Yesterday, she turned 50 years old. And so today, we're going to pay homage to Janet. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning to all of the Stewies. Good morning if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, as well as the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. A couple things I need you to do for all of the newbies out there. I need you to go to Spreaker.com, all right? Find Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an aura. Spreaker.com. Search and find the Doug Stewart Show on there. Hit the follow button. That's very important that you hit the follow button. Whenever this show or any other show goes live, you will be alerted. So that's number one. You make sure and do that. And then what you need to do next is click the little chat bubble thingy and go into our chat room. We have the best chat room in the world. Its inhabitants, the people inside the chat room, are called the Stewies. And I call that chat room the Fantasy Island of Sports and Guy Chat. Yes. Yes, sir. We have the best chat room in the world. No denying that. Absolutely no denying that. So jump into the chat room, post your thoughts about whatever we're talking about, whatever we get into. I read a lot of the chat throughout the show. We do a bunch of other things around here. We do Dougie Dailies. We do top fives every once in a while. We have basically a theme for every day of the week. Monday, we got Man Talk Monday. Tuesday, Tribute Tuesday. Wednesday, Woman Wednesday. I mean, yeah, we pay tribute and homage to women on Wednesday. And Thursday, we got Throwback Thursday. And Friday, Fantastic, Freaky, Funny Football Friday, because we always love an opportunity to talk football. So we got a lot of stuff going on around here. Boiled Penis Awards, I'll tell you about that another time. If you're new to the show, I'll tell you about Boiled Penis later. Every once in a while I sing. That's right. Every once in a while I sing for the Stewies. Why are y'all booing? Y'all love when I sing. And we just got a lot of stuff going on if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show. Trust me on this. We have more fun around here than you can shake a stick at from Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. All right, so today, you see the title of the show, Thunder Ain't Scared, Shawty. That's how you got to say Shawty too, Shawty. Thunder ain't scared, Shawty. So we're going to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Warriors go down last night. More Odor fallout from the major leagues. Larry Bird has his man. Big trouble in Little Buffalo. Falcons looking out for the little man. Yeah, allegedly. And Ben Simmons sneaker money. We will talk about all that today. Tonight is the NBA draft lottery. So we'll find out which position these teams that sucked this past year, they have in this year's NBA draft. We'll get into that a little bit. We got entertainment a little bit later. We'll talk birthdays. A lot of stuff going on, man. Hey, I talked about jumping in the chat room, but you can also call the show old school style, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Oh, yeah, today we got a couple of other great shows coming on the network. All right? But before I even tell you about that, shouts out to my folk yesterday, man. The Vern from Jersey show, the Poe Politicking show, as well as last night, the Lonely Hearts Cafe and Spicy Conversations. Yes! Wow! Oh, my gosh. So we got some we call it SME After Dark. And so we got this late night content, man, that we just can't play during the middle of the day, man. I mean, even though we're on the internet and I hope my mom ain't listening to this stuff, man. But very, very good radio from the Lonely Hearts Cafe, man, as well as Spicy Conversations last night. And once again, obviously, Poe Politicking, my man Poe does his thing. Vern from Jersey does his thing. We had a big day yesterday. How about today, though? Today on the SME, on Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Coming up at 12 noon today, the Kicking It with Kesey show. I'll tell you more about that and more about these shows coming up throughout today's episode of the Doug Stewart Show. So at 12 noon, you've got the Kicking It with Kesey show. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, you got my man Marcus Harper with Sports with Soul coming up. And then you've got, who do we got here? Oh, the Underground Railroad, that ninja. Yeah, my man T from Huntsville, a.k.a. that ninja. comes up with the Underground Railroad show today, and that's going to be around 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then later on tonight, man, a special episode of the Poe Politicking Show. He has a little risque conversation, so we're airing it tonight right here on SME. I'll give you more details about all those shows coming up today at some point on this show, all right? Once again, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. Thank you, studio audience. 404-388-1711 or 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Once again, that's 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Call in. You can also jump in the chat room, email us, do whatever you'd like here on the Doug Stewart Show. Now, you see the title, Thunder Ain't Scared, Shawty. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder, man, went into Golden State and won 108-102. Ball award to them on a Tuesday. Wow. And we're going to get into all of this stuff, man. I've been saying it, man. I mean, I've been saying it, that Oklahoma City ain't scared, and they got those real dogs. They got some cats on their team, man, with a lot of dog in them. Speaking of which, my favorite player in the NBA, man, Russell Westbrook, went off last night in the second half of the game. We'll talk about all of that. We'll get into all of the Warrior Thunder talk from last night when we get back from the break. I want to get your thoughts on it as well. Post your thoughts in the chat room on Spreaker.com. That's the Doug Stewart Show on Spreaker.com. Hit the follow button and jump into the chat room. When we get back, man, we're going to get into it. I posted this immediately following the game last night. Thunder ain't scared. They got the number one alpha male probably in the NBA today in Russell Westbrook. They got another, all-timer type player in Kevin Durant. They're a little bit older, a little bit wiser, Some good coaching by Billy Donovan. I mean, they got a lot to look forward to, especially in this series, man, where I think maybe this thing might go to 7. We'll talk about it. We'll get all into it when we get back from the break, all right? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. We'll talk Thunder Warriors when we get back. Don't go away. We'll be back in 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes. Stay right there.
Hey, what's up, Stu Nation? This is your boy Reggie Lawrence, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents, one half of the Sports and More Show.
And I'm the other half, Vince Wright, all the way from Minnesota, the sports governor. And we have our show debuting on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network on Friday at noon Eastern Time. The Sports and More Show with Reggie and Vince. Make sure you tune in every Friday. And we are so happy we finally get to talk to you.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
5, 4,
3, 2.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Tribute Tuesday, paying homage to Janet Jackson. She celebrated her 50th birthday yesterday. And she got a baby on the way. Still got some eggs, huh, Janet? That's all right. Oh, Charlene from Different Strokes, man. Today we're paying homage to the great Janet Jackson. 50 years old. Wow. We got no Janet Jackson here. Janet Jackson's birth name, Janet Demita Joe Jackson. Damn, Joe Jackson put his stamp on all the damn kids, even the girls. What? Did y'all know her middle name was Joe? Did y'all know her middle name was Joe? Janet Demita Joe Jackson. She turned 50 years old, as I mentioned yesterday, born in Gary, Indiana. Spouses, James DeBarge. Y'all heard that story. I don't think we talked about it on the show last week when the story kind of came out. You remember when Janet Jackson was married? If I'm talking about people in my age, my age bracket or a little bit older. You remember when Janet Jackson was married to the DeBarge kid, James DeBarge? I remember specifically news that came out that she was pregnant. I even think she acknowledged it. And then there was no baby. 9 months later, there was no baby. There was no talk of a baby or anything like that. And people started asking the question, like, what happened to Janet's baby? Didn't she say she was pregnant? And they talked about that. So there was no baby. And so people kind of assumed that, maybe she had an abortion or maybe she had, as crazy as it sounds, giving the kid up for adoption. And I say crazy as it sounds because they had money, and if she had the baby, why would she keep the baby? And so last week, man, James DeBarge came out on record and said that he had been contacted by a young lady that claimed to be his daughter, and she had showed him or, given him some proof that she actually was his daughter from Janet Jackson. Basically alleging that Janet Jackson gave this child up for adoption. I don't know how many years ago that was, 25, 30 years ago or whatever, which is crazy, man. But now she's married to a guy named Wissam Almanya. Obviously one of the greatest, most, I think she's the all-time selling female artist, R&B artist of all times. Incredible career, man. Yesterday she turned 50. Today we're paying homage to the great Janet Jackson. Yes, sir. I remember that first Janet album. You remember that first Janet Jackson album with her, coming out of the water? Her hair was slicked back or whatever. Boy, old Charlene, boy, was fine as hell. Yes, sir. All right, so for the younger generation listening to the show and don't understand when I say when I reference Charlene, Janet Jackson played Willis's girlfriend on Different Strokes, and her name was Charlene. And every little ninja in America was in love with some Charlene. It was either Charlene or Tootie from Facts of Life, a.k.a. Kim Fields. Yeah. Oh, my God. So Janet's 50. Kim Fields got to be up there in the same area, whatever, man. You talk about childhood memories, man. Happy birthday to the great Janet Jackson. So we'll play our music all day long today, man. Oklahoma City did the damn thing last night in the fourth quarter, man. They rallied from 14 points down on Monday for a 108-102 victory in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Kevin Durant scored 26. and made a key 17-foot jumper with 30.7 seconds left, while Russell Westbrook got 24 of his 27 points in the second half. Westbrook also had 12 assists and 7 steals in the opening of the Thunder's fourth West Finals in 6 years. Listen, man, let's stop right there. Ball award to Oklahoma City. I said it in the first segment, and I've been saying it really for the past year or so. The past couple of years. And I think I probably just came to the conclusion that Russell Westbrook is my favorite player in basketball. I mean, he is. He is my favorite player in basketball, and I've been giving this cat love for many, many years. When a lot of people, in particular my brother, had been hating on this game. He should just get the ball. Kevin Durant, man. I love everything about Russell Westbrook, man. I love that dog in him, man. Russell Westbrook will pull your heart out and sprinkle some salt and pepper on it and eat it in front of you. I love that ninja. He's super aggressive, man. Super aggressive. The timid man surrenders and the resolute man prevails. And I love me some Russell Westbrook, man. And last night he put the Thunder on his back in the second half. Steven Adams made a pair of free throws for Oklahoma City with 1:01 remaining. Klay Thompson missed a reverse layup in moments at the end of the game. Adams finished with 16 points, 12 boards, and 2 blocks. Really, really getting a lot of production out of Enes Kanter and this Steven Adams kid, man. You know, they got size, and then you throw in Ibaka as well. They got great size, and it's always been the thought, I guess, that the way to beat Golden State is to try to play small ball with them. Some people say that, and then some people say, no, you need to actually go the opposite direction. But they're killing them on the boards right now. Steph Curry had 26 points and a playoff career high of 10 boards. But the Warriors missed a lot of shots in the second half. The Warriors' 42 second-half points and 14 in the fourth were lows for the postseason. So they just couldn't make shots last night. You know, there's always this theme when you talk about jump shooting teams, like what happens when they go cold? Can you go to another aspect of your game and score points and get buckets? And last night, man, they just could not make shots. Steph took a lot of bad shots. Steph shot a lot of bricks last night. He shot a couple of air balls last night. Now, he still had 26 points, and they tried to get under his skin, and they tried to stay up in his shorts, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. But he still got 26, but at the end of the day, man, they really, really agitated that dude in the second half, and I've been a guy campaigning to play Steph more aggressively, to give him hard fouls. He still, last night, man, a couple of times, I see this guy just streaking to the basket, and once he gets in the area where the box is, where the paint is, it's just like Moses parting the Red Sea. I don't like that at all. Give his ass a couple of hard fouls. But really, really made uncomfortable out there last night. Me and my boy had a conversation about it early this morning, and he was saying how he loved the defense that Westbrook played on him. And Westbrook athletically can stay in front of Steph. The problem, obviously, is defensively is you get so many picks. They create so many screens and picks and for Steph Curry that it's hard to stay with him in the entire game. So it's hard to say, you know, he got 26 points on Westbrook. Westbrook was the primary defender, but a lot of times, half the time, you know, it ends up being somebody else, you know. So I think Westbrook can stay in front of him. He's athletic enough, obviously, and I think being the most athletic point guard in the history of the game, to get in front of Steph. It's just staying in front of him, man, and just agitating him. You know, what's that saying they used to have back in the day? You can't stop him. Who was it, Dan Patrick? You can't stop Steph Curry. All you can do is hope to contain him. And based on the way that the rules are today in the NBA, that's the best you can hope for, man. And they did a great job of that last night, man. Ball award to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I spoke about the big guys. Kevin Durant, he's a big guy. Hell, he's 6'11", damn near. Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Adams each had double-digit rebounds. That was a big focal point for Golden State after the Warriors won 121-18 in overtime on Curry's big game winning, that long game winner that he hit at half court this past year, despite being rebounded 62-32. So, yeah, Maybe they've got the formula. The formula is maybe Donovan's got the formula. Let's leave our big guys out there. Let's stay active on defense. Let's just make these guys take hard shots. They won at State last night. Now, it's just game one, and we've seen crazier things happen. I mean, hell, it's possible Golden State could win 4 games in a row, but I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think that maybe we're seeing the Oklahoma City Thunder take their game and what they've done, under the Westbrook and Durant era. Maybe this is the time they take it to the next level. Maybe Don's the guy. Scott Brooks, probably was, or maybe was floundering with all the talent that they've had there over the last couple of years. Then they've had a little issues with injuries as well. Maybe Donovan's the guy to kind of, figure out the puzzle of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I definitely see this series going 6, no doubt. Probably even 7. I think I took Golden State. I'll still take Golden State as it stands right now because if they, win a game in Oklahoma City, then they'll have home court advantage. And so you're talking about a game 7 back in Golden State. And that's where, home field or home court advantage comes into play. But, man, this thing could go anyway. I actually would be happy. I think I would probably rather see OKC win because of how much of a fan I am of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. I think I like that team better. I don't have a rooting interest in either one. I'm definitely not a Golden State fan or OKC fan. But I think I would rather see Westbrook and Durant excel. I would rather see them, progress further in this series and, get an opportunity to win an NBA championship. I just like them cats, man. I like Durant, the way he plays the game, man. Old school style. I talked about this yesterday. You can tell that kid grew up playing on the playgrounds. He wasn't solely this AAU type kid. He grew up playing on the playground. You could tell from his game, got that old school silky game. Kind of like George Gervin, everybody compares him to. And Russell Westbrook is just the hottest working man in basketball. I love that ninja. Pause. Y'all know what I mean. So, I think it would be cool for them to win, man. I think it would be cool. Would I put my money on them? No, I slightly still, once again, would go with the Thunder or the Warriors in 6, maybe even 7. We'll see, man. We'll keep our eyes on this series. What are your thoughts? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. When we get back from the break, all I'm going to do is read your chat, get your thoughts on Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals from last night. Don't forget, a little bit later today, man, we got the Kicking It With Kesey show. Kesey talks about the debate on how college athletes should be paid or not. A long-running debate in this country where the NCAA is involved. So at 12 noon today, the Kicking It With Kesey show. All right, don't go away. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show.
This is your boy Kesey of the Kicking It With Kesey show, home of the hottest raw and gritty topics that are trending today. Be sure to catch me at my new time on SME, Tuesdays at 12 noon.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway. He's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you. SmoothTickets.com. Once again, that's SmoothTickets.com, or give them a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell them, though, that I sent you. You got to tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, SmoothTickets.com. That's SmoothTickets.com. Yeah!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Okay, you guys really want to know? Yeah, I really want to know. I don't believe you guys. Y'all just never give up. Val, show me what you got. That's pretty good, right?
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Paying tribute to Janet Jackson, Tribute Tuesday. Man. So I'm looking at this picture of Janet Jackson, and I'm looking at this picture of Janet Jackson with all her brothers and sisters. And it looks like that they got on their little costumes they're about to perform, talking about the Jackson 5. What is this picture? This is a picture. You could probably Google this. Janet Jackson in a 1976 CBS photo on the set of The Jacksons. I think, the Jacksons had their own TV show. I don't remember it too much. I don't remember watching it or whatever. Maybe it was on cable or something like that, and we didn't have cable at the time. I don't know. But the Jacksons had their own show, I guess, in 1976, and Janet Jackson's in this photo. So it's the brothers, the Jackson 5, and then there's Rebe, as well as LaToya. So it's 5, 6, 7. It's 8 of them, and I think there's 9 kids, 9 or 10 or whatever. But anyway, so Janet's in this picture, man. You ever notice that the Jackson kids look all alike? They all look just alike. You know why? Because I think Joe and Catherine is cousins or something, man. Take a good look at some old pictures of Joe Jackson and Catherine Jackson. They look like they could be brothers and sisters, man. That's why the damn kids look so much alike. I mean, these kids look just alike, man. Damn incest going on in Gary, Indiana. God, these churn look just alike. All right, churn is a country term for children. These churn look just alike, man. Like from Janet, like look at a picture of Janet and look at a picture of Michael Jackson. Like they look just alike, or Tito or whatever. They got similarities in the characteristics, and their face is just, they're so much alike. Because Catherine and Joe look just alike. So damn right the kids gonna look just like the parents. Tribute Tuesday, Janet Jackson. Am I lying? Joe and Catherine look just alike. Hey, 404-382-0338. Steph Curry went 9 for 22 from the field, including a 6 for 14 performance beyond the arc. He committed 7 turnovers. They really got up in his shorts last night, man. 7 turnovers for Steph. He did hit a three-pointer in his 45th straight game, playoff game, which broke Reggie Miller's record set from 1995 to 2000. Klay Thompson made 3 3-pointers, which ended his streak of games with at least 5 threes at 7 playoff games. Damn, I didn't even realize that. Klay Thompson had made 5 3-pointers in 7 straight playoff games. Baller. But once again, at the end of the night, man, a big-time victory. And home court has switched already back to OKC, 108-102. The Thunder beat the Warriors. Ball award to them. Hey, coming up at 12 noon, the Kicking It with Kesey show. And immediately following him, a little bit after 1 p.m. today, Marcus Harper's Sports Talk with Soul. The second week of Marcus's show, he's going to talk NBA Finals, weekly awards, his OG quote of the week. A lot of nice little features on Marcus's show. So stay tuned for Marcus Harper's Sports Talk with Soul around 1 p.m. Eastern Time today, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Let me read some of your chat. From Loose Neck Sweet Daddy Cy. I like that name. He says, Doug, we didn't get cable until 83, and we weren't in the country. Them 5 channels we had before cable wasn't about shit. Okay, yeah. I always try to give history lessons to the kids, to the youngins that listen to the show, to the greenhorns. Back when we were growing up, if you're talking about people in their 40s, people in their 50s, people probably even in their late 30s, back when we were growing up, there were only 4 TV channels. Yes. Not the 5,000 you got today in 2016. You know, up until the time we got cable at my house, we didn't get cable at my house. All right, first of all, I'm from a little small country town, and then I lived on the outskirts of said small country town. We didn't get cable in my house probably till I was like 13, 14 years old. So before that, we had 4 channels. Count them. 4 network channels. You had ABC, NBC, CBS, and then once in a while, if you needed to study for a science project or something, you had PBS, Public Broadcasting Systems. That's right. And that's it. So I mentioned earlier about the Jackson 5 TV show. I don't remember that show. They said it was 1976, so I don't remember it. Maybe, okay, they said it was CBS, but I don't know. I don't know why I don't remember seeing that TV show or watching that TV show from back in the day. From Andre Elam kissing cousins, from ducking and dodging Doug, shaking my head, from that ninja laugh out loud, and then talking about my thoughts about Joe and Catherine. Joe and Catherine look like they could be brothers and sisters. Thus, all the damn kids look just alike. Think about it. Them kids look too much alike, man. Them kids look too, man, and some of the older ones like Randy, some of the older ones, the male members, the members of Jackson 5, and I always get them confused, but the tallest ones, they look like Joe Jackson reincarnated. Yes! Because Joe and Catherine probably first cousins out this bitch. I'm telling you. From Jam from Snellville, he says, Clay and Montana, OKC have 3 to 4 7-footers. They can play all at once, and not only are they 7 feet, they're athletic as well. Yeah, we talked about Adams, and we talked about Cantor. Cantor really moves good for a big guy. And both of those cats are like 7 feet tall, and then obviously Ibaka, who tries to play his game a little bit more in the perimeter, which is fine. I mean, it's working, I guess. Ibaka, early in his career, when the Thunder started making some noise, he used to be more of a guy that played that 4 position, down in the paint on the blocks. But over the last couple of years, he's kind of moved his game out to the wings a little bit, which I guess is fine. That's the way the game is kind of going. You can't be mad at a guy for getting a jump shot. But, yeah, they got height. They got height and size. And we'll see if they can use it adequately against the Warriors in this series. From KC, Doug, most ninjas didn't have cable in 1976. Yeah, obviously. I think I kind of misspoke on that one. From Grego, Westbrook and Cam had a dance-off with the outfit that Cam was posted in yesterday. And obviously, the hip thrust won, and Cam wore it well. Yeah, I've been talking today, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Russell Westbrook is my favorite basketball player in the league today. I mean, by far. I can't even think of somebody that comes even a close second. I just love his attitude. I just love his F-you attitude. I do. You know, I'm a rebel type dude like that. That being said, man, I just cannot. And I'm all for inclusiveness. I'm all for inclusiveness. You know, I'm all for, being, I don't know. I don't even know what the word I want to use right now, you know. But I just can't get down with the way these kids dress today in 2016. Especially the dudes with money. I didn't mention it yesterday, but did y'all see the little get-up that Cam had on? Wherever he was at? Cam had on some freaking Daisy Duke shorts. And one of those Pharrell hats. Ninja, you too big to be wearing stuff like that. Cam Newton, it appeared to me, the picture was kind of dark, and I'm sure most of you have seen it. There was some picture that surfaced with Cam, I guess maybe on vacation somewhere. Cam had on these nut-cutting shorts, man. It looks like it came from the Russell Westbrook line of clothing. Just absolutely horrible. I can't get what these kids in these clothes they wear in 2016. And I'm not going to go too off on it because I'm sure my parents didn't like some of the things that we wore. We wore baggy stuff. We wore the exact opposite. We wore baggy-ass jeans. I mean baggy-ass jeans, okay? We didn't have them hanging off our ass. We had a belt with them, but we wore baggy-ass jeans, big-ass shirts, rayon, polka dots on it, and all types of stuff like that. So I get it. Styles. But come on, man. The clothes today and these haircuts, what do they call it? The Duke starting five? The Duke starting five has gotten out of control. My wife said to me last night, so we're sitting there watching this game, you know, the game's on the TV. My wife says to me, Russell Westbrook was at the line, and my wife said to me, what's up with his haircut? And I says, it's the Duke starting five, baby. It's horrible. It's the combination of a Gumby, a flat top, and a mohawk, I think. It's the combination of three damn haircuts. But together, it's whack. It's horrible. And it's gotten out of control like it used to be, you know, kind of tame when, I guess where it came from, where it originated from, the Duke starting players last year that won the national championship or the year before this past championship. But now it's like gone out of control, man. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And this kid that I know, he's not my nephew. I was about to call him my nephew, but one of my frat brother's sons, he has like the biggest one ever. And I guess the ladies like it. Do your sons rock that Duke starting five? That's what they call it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically a big-ass afro that they don't comb, that they cut off on the sides like a mohawk that's slanted to a side or two, and it's whack. It's whack. Parents, don't let your kids go to no job interview with the Duke starting five haircut. All right? You are adults. You are the responsible ones. Do not let your children, even though if it's a job for the summertime at McDonald's, don't let your child go and take no job interview with no Duke starting five haircut. All right, man, I got off into a little tangent. I promise you, and I know y'all say you promise all the time, Doug. I promise when I get back from the break, all I'm going to do is read your chat. That's all I'm going to do. All right, I'm not going to do anything else. I might mention a show coming up on the network tonight. We might talk a little bit about Rough and Odor, the fallout from that a little bit. But outside of that, I'm going to jump into the chat, man, and read more of your chat, your thoughts on everything I've talked about. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, this is how we get down around here, man. We have a lot of fun, more fun than you can shake a stick at. Sports talk with hot sauce. Guy talk with hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce. Don't go away.
SME, you're not ready for the number one Chief Rocket Jersey Vern doing his recap show on SME. Listen, ain't nobody out here show can go 3 hours non-stop no commercial interruptions, anything like that. The Chief Rocker does a 3-hour show with no breaks. To all you other talk shows, you better up your game and get it right, because the Jersey Vern is about to stomp on you, the number one Chief Rocker. Boom, shakalaka, suckers.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Protect yourself at all times. The referee issues that reminder because it's important to a fighter's safety and success. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security and remind you that living in the metro Atlanta area is sometimes like boxing. You've got to protect yourself at all times. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff of Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience protecting people and property. From alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between, Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all the security services they offer, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075.
All my girls at the party, look at that body, shaking that thing like you never did see. Got a nice package, alright, cause I'm gonna have to ride it tonight. All my girls at the party, look at that body, shaking that thing like you never did see. Got a nice package, alright.
Edit. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Y'all go good and well. Catherine and Joe's cousins. Y'all know it. Paying tribute to the great Janet Jackson. She turned 50 years old yesterday. Just revealed to the world she's with child. I hope that goes all right, man. You know, they always say it's kind of risky. You know, it's jeopardy. You're in jeopardy of more things going wrong the later that you have a child. And Janet's 50 years old. I wonder if she's even, I told a little story at the start of the show about how, this mystery baby that just disappeared when Janet was younger and got married to the James DeBarge kid. I wonder if she's even going to have this baby. I'm one of the believers out there. I'm not even going to call it a conspiracy theory. I'm one of the believers out there that Beyonce didn't have no damn child. I'm serious. Beyonce didn't have no damn baby. Come on now. Y'all know better than that. You know good and well Beyonce didn't have no damn baby. Beyonce is too career-oriented. There was this long gap period where no one saw Beyonce, She was out in the public. Allegedly, she had this performance one time where this pillow fell from out of her shirt. Beyonce ain't had no damn kids. Y'all need to stop that. So maybe there's something going on like this with Janet. She's got not a donor, but a surrogate. Maybe she's got a surrogate. And, that's very risky, man. I hope her nothing but the best. Big fan of Janet Jackson, man. She hadn't been the same ever since the Super Bowl performance with old boy Timberlake. What's his name? Justin Timberlake, I believe. He really threw her ass under the bus. Damn, he threw Janet under the bus. Wow. Yes, sir. He wiped his hands clean, real quick, fast, in a hurry when the heat came down from the media and from the FCC about that whole Nipplegate thing. Well, Janet Jackson? Who was Janet Jackson? That was his response afterwards. Good and well he was part of that damn whole thing. They schemed that whole thing, and when the heat hit the fan, or when the ish hit the fan, I mixed up my metaphors, analogies, or whatever. When the ish hit the fan, man, Timberlake left Janet high and dry. High and dry. Janet hadn't been the same. Her star hasn't been as bright since. What was that, 12, 13 years ago? Janet Jackson hasn't been, the big mega superstar. And maybe it's a little bit has to do with the fact that she's getting older. But there's a definite benchmark from that Super Bowl performance where Timberlake pulled her shirt off and, exposed one of her pierced nipples. Why y'all booing? It's Janet Jackson's nipple. There we go. There's a definite line of demarcation from when Janet Jackson, when that whole thing went down the Super Bowl, to her star dimming. And Justin Timberlake, he hadn't missed a beat. I mean, he's still the bee's knees. He like hot cheese and whatnot out this bitch. And Janet Jackson, man, can't find a damn job. She's damn near the music version of the Two Live Stews. From Miss Mocha Bella, she says, I think Doug Dog bit him too hard. He talking ish today. Look here, man. Mocha, I love you like a play cousin, but I don't need you talking about that damn dog. Seriously. Let's just let sleeping dogs lie. Just let sleeping dogs lie. If you're new to the show, this is your first time ever listening, my freaking dog bit me yesterday. And I was pretty upset about it. A couple hours after the fact. Not going to get back into it. I'm still negotiating an exit plan for the dog from our house with my wife and kids. My baby girl was in tears yesterday. When I made it known that I was going to take the dog for a little ride somewhere and, just leave him there, baby girl almost was in tears yesterday because she thought I was serious. And I am serious to a degree. I got to figure out a way to do it real silently, though. Oh, Kipper ran away. That's the dog's name, Kipper. Oh, I opened the door for the mailman, even though we got a mailbox in front of the street. I opened the door for the mailman, and Kipper ran out. And he ran into the street. And he got steamrolled by a Zamboni. Dad, what's a Zamboni? Never mind. He got ran over by a Zamboni. Oh, poor Kipper. He was a good dog until he bit me. So I'll keep you up to date on that, man. From Old Man Cuddy, Janet doing her thing, rooting for her and her pregnancy. Yes, me too. From Mount Onyx, if the parents are cousins, them that's not only African, it's also scriptural. You would need to know your African history in the Bible to know it, though. Yeah, give me a quick synopsis of that. So you're saying in Africa they marry cousins? Cousins marry each other? That's not from what I understand, and I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But there's a lot of risk involved with incestual pregnancies. I don't know exactly what exactly is wrong with it, but sisters and brothers shouldn't have sex together and have babies together. It's just not good. A lot of times there's health issues that are associated with it. So I don't know about that. Give me some history on that, brother. From What Up Falcons, Timberlake is a fake-ass air quote. He's a fake-ass ninja. That's funny. From Loose Neck Sweet Daddy Sigh, I said to myself, if Jermaine Dupri could pull Janet, every ninja breathing had a shot. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. Not that Don Chichi don't have no game. Maybe he does have some rap. But when I heard Jermaine Dupri was cutting Janet Jackson, I was like, damn, I should have pushed up on her at 112 that night. Damn. Now listen, I don't have millions and millions of dollars in fame from making records. But damn, I mean, you give it to Jermaine Dupri. I mean, the dude that's all of 4'7". You can give it to me? Should have pushed up on it. Yeah, I was at 112 one night. If you're from Atlanta, you remember the famous 112. If you're not from Atlanta, 112 was probably over the last 20 years. I've been here 21 years, but people used to talk about 112 even before I moved to Atlanta. 112 is probably the most famous urban nightclub in Atlanta, pound for pound, over the last 25 years. And it's gone, but it's still legendary. So one night I'm up at 112, and Janet Jackson is up in there with a couple other, chicks. I mean, I guess you would call it an entourage, probably like 5 or 6 dudes. And, I'd been drinking. I remember saying to one of the brothers I was with, I was like, man, how much you give me if I go over there and try to spit game to Janet? Man, that joker was like, man, I can't remember what he told me. He's like, I'll give you $50 if you go over there. And I didn't do it because she also had, looks like some security guys around her from what I remember, man. But, I mean, damn, I found out about that later, man. I was like, I would have had a shot. Jermaine Dupri cutting Janet Jackson, that's disappointing. From That Ninja, he says, ninjas forgot about Janet and started listening to Justin 2, another example of a media narrative. No ninja should have been supporting Timberlake after that. Don't forget, he actually pulled the bra off and escaped all criticism, reversed that situation, and have Usher ripping off Britney Spears' bra. Usher would be singing on cruise boats right now. I have to agree with you, Ninja. It was bad. And I think we even talked about this. Maybe, I can't remember what year that was. We were doing the 2 Live Stews, but yeah. Like Justin Timberlake escaped all criticism. As a matter of fact, his brand was kind of elevated after the whole incident. Y'all remember that? Like, you're right. Ninja's exactly right. Like, he became a bigger star, had more notoriety after that whole thing, and Janet Jackson just disappeared in obscurity. Janet freaking Jackson. And you got to be the biggest dummy. I didn't mean to talk about this all day long today. You got to be the biggest dummy if you think that they weren't in on it together. If they didn't discuss this and plan this. You got to be the biggest fool. And yeah, man, that was a sad media narrative of how they basically tore down Janet Jackson and her character, and maybe she shouldn't have done it. As kids looking all over America, and it wasn't the right time, but that's what entertainers do. They do these bombastic things. That's what they do, all right? And it was Janet Jackson, so I didn't have a problem with it at all. But Janet Jackson basically disappeared, in effect, blackballed some kind of way, and Justin Timberlake, his career just flourished. I hated that, bruh. I did. I hated that whole thing, man. You started to see it happen, like, very, very quick. Like, on how she was just killed in the media. She showed her nipple. It ain't that big a deal. And that you couldn't even really see it. You remember she had that big star piercing around that nipple? That I zoomed in 100-time magnification to try to look at? I'm sure you did too. And it was just bad, man. I felt sorry for Janet, man. And she really hadn't made it back from that. To be honest with you, remember how big Janet Jackson was before that? Do you remember? Janet Jackson was the biggest thing going, man. And she ain't been near the same since. All because of that punk-ass Justin Timberlake. Matter of fact, wait a minute. I'm nominating his ass for a Ball Penis Award. Justin, I'm writing his name down. Justin Timberlake, after the fact. 15 years after the fact. You got me all riled up. My pressure up. Thinking about how you did the great Charlene from Different Strokes. Justin Timberlake. Y'all remind me Friday to nominate his ass, put his ass in the nominations for the Ball Peters Award. In case I forget about this. Short-term memory isn't that good. Long-term either. Yeah, it got me feeling in a bad type of way right now. All right, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming up next. Damn it.
SME, this is the #1 Chief Rocket Jersey Vern with my partner Jay Fish, Patty K, Michael Wade. We're about to surfboard into the SME show, and no other sports show, talk show, any other type of show can do what the Michael Wade and Jersey Vern do, because we are the best at what we do, and we're about to blast you out of there. Peace.
What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is Doug Stewart from the Two Live Stews here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security. Let's face it. The metro Atlanta area is a great place to live, but like most major cities, it has a crime problem. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff at Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience in the business of protecting people and property. From alarm systems to uniform security guards and everything in between, Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all their security services, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's hour number 2, Tribute Tuesday. Scratch me. Got me an old tizzy up in here talking about Janet Jackson and old punk-ass Justin Timberlake. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Getting your thoughts about the Golden State Warriors, reading some of your chat, some of your thoughts. It was kind of diverted into Janet Jackson talk over the last segment, but that's what we do around here on the Doug Stewart Show. If you're new to the show, this is how we get down. Every once in a while, there's guy talk. Every dude in America can understand the whole controversy around Janet Jackson. Today is Tribute Tuesday. We're paying tribute to Janet. She turned 50 years old yesterday. Under a shroud of controversy, she turned 50, and she's with child, allegedly. Her ex-husband from like 30 years ago, DeBarge, when they was hitting on all cylinders. James DeBarge said that they've got a daughter that he didn't know about or they adopted or something that's real crazy. So we had a little Janet Jackson talk. Also talking about the NBA Western Conference Finals last night. The Golden State Warriors go up in their series against, or they go down in their series, Simmons City Thunder. One thing, I didn't talk about it earlier, but the NBA has this new policy of admitting when their referees make a mistake. And last night, Russell Westbrook, like in the last minute of the game, he clearly traveled. They were playing pressure defense, trying to create a turnover. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the whole Chris Webber thing. Like, he was just out of control, and he slid his foot, and they missed it. And so the NBA came out today saying that they missed a call. I don't know about that. I mean, I kind of you wish that you'd get some type of retribution in the fact that they admit that they made a mistake. But what good does it serve? Like, what's the purpose? All you're going to do is piss off the fans that you made the incorrect call against. You're going to just infuriate them even more. What's the purpose of it? They got to stop that. I think they're going to have to relook at that whole thing, man. You want transparency. You do. But damn. Everybody know you made a mistake. The referees made a mistake and didn't make that walk call yet last night on Westbrook. But damn, do you just highlight it even more? Move on. Move on, man. Damn. The Ruffin Odor guy says he doesn't regret punching Jose Bautista. That's still a big topic today on national media. I saw those cats on the Puppet Factory still talking about it. The fight between Ruffin Odor and Jose Bautista for the Toronto Blue Jays, where Bautista just got cold cocked, straight in his mouth. Whip, pap, pow. And Odor says he doesn't regret it at all. And he says, I know I'm going to be suspended for a couple of games. And asked about, once again, does he think he did the right thing? And should that have been what he have done in hitting Bautista? He basically said that's baseball. And I went on this little tirade yesterday about baseball. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand. And this is one of the mysteries. This is one of my things. There's a couple of signature takes that I have, man. One is, the disparaging difference, the way that the media talks about, baseball and hockey as it relates to fights and skirmishes and whatnot, as compared to basketball and football. Yesterday on, what show was that I was watching yesterday? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. One of those shows on the Puppet Factory. It might have been, I think it was the dude with the show before. Not quite frankly. With Kornheiser and Wilbon. I can't even remember the name of the damn show. I barely watch it, but it was on yesterday. And Around the Horn, that's what it's called. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And they brought up that question, and Bomani Jones tried to bring up, the disparaging difference, which, elephant in the room, a lot of people feel that it has, something to do with race. And in fact, that baseball and hockey, these predominantly white sports, and they fight all of the time, and people defend it as compared to basketball or football. So Bomani Jones kind of tried to bring it up or whatever. And then everybody on the panel, including the host, Tony Reale, was like, no, we can give you many instances of where there have been a fight in basketball or football, and, it's gotten a lot of, media attention, negative media attention. But they missed the whole point. And I think the point Bomani was trying to make is, yes, whenever there's a fight in sports, in professional sports, there's a big deal made of it, okay? The difference is that supposedly intelligent people try to defend it in baseball and hockey. Nobody tries to defend fighting in football and basketball. Nobody does that. But there's this narrative to defend and try to substantiate guys fighting, grown-ass men fighting in baseball and hockey. It's ridiculous. No one tries to defend it in football and basketball, but in baseball and hockey, this is why. It's baseball. That's baseball. That's baseball. Okay, and I talked about this yesterday. And that's baseball. This is the way baseball works. And give me a rational explanation why this is okay and why, once again, supposedly intelligent people are defending it. It makes no sense at all, man. It makes no sense at all. And thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at dougthedugstewartshow.com. A little bit later today, man, at around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, The Underground Railroad Show. That ninja, a.k.a. T from Huntsville, is coming on to talk about sports being a microcosm of society. So you definitely want to miss this. Don't want to miss this. If you know T and you listen to the Doug Stewart Show and you've heard some of T's commentary and calling this show and his post in the chat room and his own show, we've aired a couple episodes of The Underground Railroad. T's a new member of the SME family. You don't want to miss this. So that's around 2 p.m. Eastern Time today, right here on the SME Network. My man, That Ninja with The Underground Railroad Show. Stay tuned. From Vince Wright, speaking of Ninja, my man Vince Wright, host of Sports Done Right, The Big Smooth, he says, while Ninja is correct, her albums just weren't all that good after she left Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I mean, Jermaine Dupri produced one of her most awful albums. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Why did she leave Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis? Like, you got a formula, and I know a lot of these artists, and you know, a lot of times it's actually the smart thing to do. They want to try to reinvent themselves, you know, to stay fresher, to stay hipper, and, you know, being more in tune with what's, you know, it today. So I kind of get that. Yeah, that's the true statement, Vince, right? You're exactly right about that. And I'm not the biggest Janet Jackson fan, so I don't remember exactly the music before and after Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. But, I mean, you're a music guy. You're from the home state of Minnesota with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You probably follow Janet Jackson, so I'm not going to, you know, say you're lying or anything like that. From Willie D, I would have preferred seeing Denise's biddies. Laugh out loud. Yeah, good morning. Shouts out to Denise in the chat room. Blessing us today with picture. You need to be in the chat room. Oh, boy. It's like bonus stew of spicy conversations up in the chat room with some of these avatars. Yes, sir. Good morning, Denise. Good morning. Yes, sir. From Easy Does It, kids see Tiggle Bitties when they born. What's the big deal? That was like a throwback Thursday. Yeah, that's funny. And talking about the Janet Jackson thing. Yeah. I mean, kids see Tiggle Bitties day in and day out. That's why they get their daily nourishment and vitamins and essentials. You know, it sounded like a cereal commercial this morning. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. Not only that, I mean, you know, it was wrong. I'm not trying to say she was right. She was wrong. But how many times you been up in a public place in a restaurant and some chick whips out her titty and just drops in her kid's mouth, breastfeeding or whatever? Why y'all booing? I like Tiggle Bitties whipped out. You know? I just think they did her so wrong, man. The media killed Janet, man. They did her so wrong. It was a titty. No big deal. I mean, I can say that word, right? Oh, yeah, we can definitely say it. I can say that, right? All right, I'm getting thumbs up. It was a titty. What? Your titties, my titty, your titties. Woo! What type of titty do you prefer? Shouts out to the Q's. I like my titty. Yeah, nice and fat. Yeah, when I smack them, yeah, they smack me back. I like. You had to be around the Q's to get that just now. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we'll get into some entertainment news and birthdays and all of that stuff, man. The Doug Stewart Show. I like my titty.
Hey you, it's your girl Spicy, host of Spicy Conversations. Join me and my sexy guest as we discuss relationships, sex, and lots of pleasure. A full 2 hours of erotic fun that you don't want to miss. Are you ready to add some spice to your life? Hell yeah, you are. And I am ready to please you. Spicy Conversations, SME After Dark.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So, you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Great Shawty from Different Strokes. Yes, sir. Tribute Tuesday. Tribute Tuesday paying homage to the great Janet Jackson. Having some fun talking about these sports. This is what we do around here. Hey, man, if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, man, trust me, you need to follow us on Spreaker.com. Make sure you do that. Follow us on Spreaker.com, as well as tell one person a day about the Doug Stewart Show, man. We have a great time around here, as evidence if you've listened for the first hour and 15 minutes of the show. I mean, this is how we do it. As well as if you're a company out there, you have a business, a product, man, do some business with us. Did you know that the Doug Stewart Show and Stewart Media and Entertainment can interview you on the show, kind of like an infomercial type thing? We can promote you on our social media platforms. We do voiceovers, host or speak at your events, play your music on the show if you're an artist. But the big thing that we're doing is broadcasting other shows. We are a full-fledged network. We don't have the capabilities of some of these companies with billion-dollar budgets, but trust me, we do just the same things that all of the big boys do. And a bunch of great shows. A bunch of great shows on the network. The Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, the Kicking It with Kesey Show, Bottom to the Top, the number one Chief Rocker Vern from Jersey, Sports and More, Sports Done Right, Spicy Conversations.
who you just heard that commercial from. My line. The Lonely Hearts Cafe, the Grizz, and the Jungle Brother, all here on SME. If you got a great show, but you don't have listeners, we are right at 11,000 followers to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. We can get your listeners from the beginning. It's all about networking. We are stronger as a unit. It's tough to promote online, man. It's very tough to get people to listen online. We've built up a brand and a network here, man. Continue to build it. So if you got a great podcast or show, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. I'll tell you how it works, and you can get down with SME. All right, birthdays today. What's today's date? May 17th, 2016. Celebrating her 40th birthday today is Candy Burris. Why did I think Candy was older? Candy from Escape. She celebrates her 40th birthday today. Okay. All right, so Candy turns 40. Happy birthday to the great Candy. You talk about fine. That damn Candy is real fine. She needed to push back from the table a little bit, but, I mean, that's okay. She's still fine as white wine. Celebrating his 34th birthday today is point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. The great Tony Parker turns 34 today. Happy birthday, Tony Parker. Taj Mowry turns 30 years old today, known for playing the lead role in the television series Smart Guy and being the younger brother of actress Tia and Tamara Mowry. Happy birthday to Taj Mowry. I remember he's 30 years old. The kid. Smart Guy is 30 years old. Damn, we getting old. Wow. Celebrating his 50th birthday today. We got some monumental birthdays today. Taj Mowry turns 30. Hill Harper turns 50 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Stardom, rose to stardom playing Dr. Sheldon Hawkes on the television series CSI. He graduated from Harvard Law School. You're listening to The Doug Stewart Show. He appeared in several episodes of television series Married with Children beginning in 1993. Did y'all know that he used to bone Taraji Henson? I mean, did y'all know he used to date Taraji Henson? That's a good look there, son. Yeah, so Hill Harper turns 50 years old today. Happy birthday to him. And celebrating, dang, we got some monumental birthdays today, you know. The great Sugar Ray Leonard turns 60 years old today. One of the best I ever seen do it. Olympic boxer, dominant prize fighter of the 80s, won 173 of his 200 professional fights. Damn, I didn't realize he had that many losses, though. Sugar Ray's record was 173 and, what's the quick math, 27. I didn't realize he lost that many fights. You remember at the end of Sugar Ray's career, man, he kept trying to hang on, man, and a bad example of a fighter hanging on too long, man, and wow. 173 and 27. He had 27 losses? That doesn't seem right, but anyway, it says before fame here, little notes about Sugar Ray Leonard. It says he almost drowned in the creek by his house when he was a child. We've all been there, done that. I've told that story before about how I almost drowned as a kid, right? I think I've told it before, but I'll tell it to you here in a second again. But he almost drowned in the creek by his house when he was a child. He won gold medal as a light welterweight in 1976, married Bernadette Robbie in August of 1993. He's married again to Juanita Wilson from 1980 to 1990. He has 4 children named Jarrell, Camille, Daniel, and Ray J. 60 years old. Happy birthday to the great Sugar Ray Leonard. Couple little entertainment stories, man. 2 decades after speculation, the great Fat Joe was on ESPN's Highly Questionable yesterday. You remember the song Biggie had called I Got a Story to Tell? Fat Joe, for the first time on record, revealed to the world that Biggie was actually talking about, wish we had the drum roll. Biggie was actually talking about Anthony Mason. You remember the song, I Got a Story to Tell? You remember she gets penis from one of those cats from the New York Knicks. Fat Joe, who obviously was a friend of Biggie, I think they both from Brooklyn, said that Biggie was actually talking about Anthony Mason and one of the greatest rhymes ever. I mean, just gave you a vivid story about what went down when he was at this chick's house and, you know, this professional basketball player came home, supposedly a true story. And so Fat Joe yesterday on Highly Questionable talked about that. And have y'all heard about this? Floyd Mayweather Jr. pays about $3,000 a week to get a haircut. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, Money Mayweather revealed that his barber travels with him everywhere. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. That his barber travels with him everywhere, no matter where. He lives with him, basically. And he gets about 3 haircuts a week. Now, mind you, Floyd Mayweather is bald. That's right, you heard me. The ninja is bald. So it's not a situation where the barber's trying to give him like this pristine line or whatever, or he's trying to shape him up in the back or whatever. All this man doing is getting his head shaved bald. That's right. The man gets like 3 haircuts a week and gets a cut bald. Now, I'm going to assume, and you know what they say about assume, you can make an ass out of you or me. I couldn't find the details about these particular haircuts, but I'm going to assume that these haircuts, when he gets his head shaved, is with a straight razor, which is a very, very, very delicate type situation when you're dealing with a ninja with a straight razor. When I was a kid, the barber used to always use a straight razor to do your line, but they don't really do it anymore. These new school barbers, they use clippers, which is probably better because, hell, you can get cut very easily with a straight razor. It's very dangerous. And not only that, I think there was this whole thing about straight razors causing those little nick-nabs on the back of cats' heads. You know, the little bumps that black men get, the razor bumps or whatever. And so when I was a little boy, we used to get our hair cut by the great Mackey. The great Mackey, that was his name. The great Mackey in my hometown of Monk's Corner, South Carolina. He used to use a straight razor to do our edge, our lines or whatever, but they don't really do that anymore. I'm assuming that this barber that gets paid about $3,000 a week for 3 haircuts at $1,000 a piece that travels with Floyd Mayweather everywhere that he goes, I'm going to assume that he's using a straight razor, you know, which I wouldn't suggest. What was it? I saw a video a couple of days ago. Oh, I know what it was. It was these young bros had this, you know, coming out show. Young Qs from whatever chapter it was, and they were showing them. This a big production now with these Qs when they have their coming out shows. It's like a movie production. But anyway, so they're videoing these cats getting prepared to come out for their coming out show on whatever campus it was. And the pro fights, the older bros was shaving the young bros with a straight razor. That's a bad move, man. Brothers ain't supposed to use no straight razor on their face like that. Unless you shave every single day and you catch that hair coming out. I know I'm giving a lesson in black man's follicles and whatnot. Unless you use a straight razor every single day, you can't miss a day. You're going to F your damn face up with that, man. We can't use them. And so they were giving these neos, these shaves with these straight razors. I'm like, man, y'all ruining these kids' face for the rest of their life. But anyway, so this guy, I'm assuming he gives Floyd a baldy. I used to call him back in the day. I'm assuming he's giving him a baldy with a straight razor. And maybe he's the best wielding straight razor barber in the history of the world to justify $3,000 a week. That's crazy. Now, Floyd got it, so it's no big deal. But that's just crazy. Man, you can grab you a pair of clippers, Floyd, do that yourself, and give the money the difference. You know, give that $3,000 a week to charity or something like that. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but that's real dumb. That's real dumb and wasteful. Isn't that a sin? Isn't that a sin? Gluttony. Gluttony means eating too much. I think it just generally means excessive. Yeah, that's a sin, Floyd. You a sinner. Hey, don't go away. We get back from the break, man. A little NFL talk. I'll read more of your chat. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
Ladies, have you been experiencing tough times lately? Is your man not eating the potato salad the way he used to? Things a little stressful at work? Well, I'm sure your girls have told you that there's a new spot in town. So come on over to SME After Dark and allow me, Christopher Tracy, and the Honorable Deacon Aloysius Forever Love serve you up with some solutions to your problems in the Lonely Hearts Cafe.
If I tell you that I love you, then I love you. If I tell you that I trust you, then I trust you. But don't lie to me. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie. If I tell you that I love you, then I love you.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining your boy. Don't forget at 12 noon today, the Kicking It with Kesey show. He talks about the long-running debate on should college athletes be paid. So make sure you stay tuned to the Kicking It with Kesey show today. I didn't mention this yet, but tonight, man, we got a special edition of the Poe Politicking Show. All right? Special edition of the Poe Politicking Show. We got to air it at night, though. My man Poe talks to Shahrazad Morgan. She's an author. Has got a new book called The F List. That's right. And the F does stand for what you think it stands for. So very, very in-depth conversation with writer, author Shahrazad Morgan about her book, The F List, a sexual memoir. Couldn't read my own damn writing. I apologize about that. So that's at 8 p.m. tonight, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. If you follow the network on Spreaker.com, you'll get an alert. You can set it up very easily, and it's not hard at all. You can set up an alert to come to your phone through Twitter, Facebook, or just an email. And basically, it's a one-line text that you'll get saying, hey, the Doug Stewart Show is on right now, or email is on right now, or, the Kicking It With Kesey Show is on right now. So make sure you follow Entertainment and the Doug Stewart Show on Spreaker.com. But tonight, 8 p.m., special edition of the Poe Politicking Show. Y'all going to hear this. It's not Spicy Conversations level or Lowly Hearts level, but it's adult content, adult material. So stay tuned tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bad news in Buffalo, man. The team announced Monday that rookie outside linebacker Shaq Lawson, which I hate that. They're going to make Shaq Lawson into an outside linebacker. Rex Ryan likes to run that 3-4 defense. So Shaq Lawson, who's played defensive end his entire career at Clemson, is going to be an outside linebacker. But they're saying Shaq Lawson will undergo shoulder surgery, and that third-year wide receiver Sammy Watkins, two Clemson guys, it's crazy, is dealing with a broken bone in his foot. Watkins has dealt with a ton of injuries in his 2 years since being drafted, including broken ribs, hip surgery, a sprained ankle, and a calf strain. Despite all of that stuff, man, he's been the most productive wide receiver. He's only missed 3 regular season games all last October. He led the Bills in receiving yards, 1,047, and touchdowns, 9 last year. With all those issues that he's had nagging injuries ever since he came out of Clemson. Sources say that the procedure will sideline him up to 5 to 6 months, which would mean that the former Clemson standout would return or wouldn't return until mid-October to mid-November. So, interesting story coming out of Buffalo. Y'all pray for them youngins. They South Carolina born, South Carolina bred. Well, Watkins is from Florida, I believe, but, he played for the Clemson Tigers, so I always kind of root for the hometown boys. Also, in the world of the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons unveiled Monday, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The Falcons unveiled Monday a plan to calling it Bucs sports industry tradition by sharply reducing prices on some popular food and beverage items for the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They got to do something, man. If Arthur Blank wants to sell all these damn tickets, man, from what I understand, the ticket sales aren't what they expected. But the officials, the team officials, are calling a fan-first menu. A number of items will be priced at $2. What? Soft drinks with unlimited free refills at self-serve stations, Dasani bottled water, hot dogs, pretzels, and popcorn. Pizza slices, nachos, waffle fries, and bags of peanuts will be available for $3. 12-ounce domestic beers will be $5. Praise his holy name. Now, listen, I'm going to shoot you straight. I typically only go in 1, maybe 2 games a year because we tailgate every weekend, and we got a big-ass TV, and, we tailgate, and we get slizzard, and we do what we want to do. So I like watching the game outside of the stadium. I hate going in the game and, do all of the trouble with getting in there and finding your seat and all of that. I'd rather just tailgate. But that being said, the games that I do go into, the prices of food at the Falcons Stadium are ridiculous or had been ridiculous. They're saying $2 for soft drinks. You're talking about $6 for a Coke in that range of what the Cokes used to cost. Hot dogs, that's $6, $7. Pretzels, $4. Popcorn, $4. That's all going to $2. Praise his holy name. Thank you, Arthur Blank. owner of the Falcons. That's crazy. That's big. That's huge, huge news. That's huge news, man. And I know it's a welcome announcement by the Falcons fans, man, because I'm telling you, them prices for food, and not just for the Falcons, but any professional sports team, man, those prices are just ridiculous. The Falcons are bucking the trend. Ball award for them on a Tuesday. Why not? From my man, Old Man Cuddy. Good morning, Old Man Cuddy. He says, Doug, that haircut is a tax write-off. If he gets it before an interview on TV, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt as a businessman. Talking about the Floyd Mayweather Jr. $3,000 haircuts. I don't know. I can't co-sign on that, bruh. And really, you can do just as good a job with clippers. We were on TV for many, many years, and I use clippers exclusively. I'm telling you, man, the razors, man, it's just not a good look. It's very, very risky to use them razors if you're a black man, the straight razors. From Rail Scott, you get the fish eggs in the back of your neck, it's over. Yeah, you don't want to get them fish eggs in the back of your damn neck. And really, it's not a joking matter, man, because those razor bumps really do affect black men. Something serious. I've been blessed for the most part. I used to have like the little razor bumps on my neck, and I used to get the I don't even know what you call it now. We used to have an advertisement for it on our show, but it's kind of like I think it's called electrolysis, or not electrolysis, but they call it damn, I can't remember. But anyway, you go in and the doctor zaps the follicle, and basically you can't grow hair there anymore. But that's, you don't need to grow hair on your neck. You shave that off anyway. So you get it zapped. I can't remember the technical term they used for it. We used to promote them on our show, the Two Live Stews. But yeah, man, that's a real bad situation with those razor bumps, man. And my white brethren that are listening right now, they don't get it. They don't understand what I'm saying. But just trust me, it's a black thing. You wouldn't understand. Yeah. To make a long story short, the way our hair grows out of the skin, it curls up. And I guess the points of it are sharp to the degree where it grows back into your skin, thus giving you, bumps and whatnot or whatever. And it's a real bad problem for us. And, man, you got to be careful with that. From Bootsy, laugh out loud, Uncle Mike. Used to call it reading Braille in the back of Ninja's head. Yeah. Some of them damn razor bumps, boy. From Sandman, we both bald, Doug. You know our hair grows back fast, and you got to sculpt the beard right. Yeah, I'm not mad at Floyd. I've heard where, millionaires, rich people, entertainers, they keep their barber with them. But $1,000? And somebody said it in the chat room, and maybe you're right. Maybe that includes, his travel expenses and a stipend to eat and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe it does, but just seems kind of excessive. And it's something you really can do on your own. I guess if you rich, you got $1 billion, close to $1 billion, you don't want to cut your own damn hair. Well, I don't know. From T-Blitz, or T-Biz. What up, T-Biz? Floyd be looking at his barber like, Mr. Seeley in the color purple, you cut me and I'll kill you. Yeah. From Redland Kirk in the chat room, Thorny Switch, morning lady, I was thinking about you. It's getting close to lunchtime. Laugh out loud. You're going to eat you some thorny lunch for lunch, huh? From, what do we got here? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Uncle Mike, them bumps come from getting those hallway haircuts in the dorm. No, and one of my barbers explained it to me one time. The problem is you have to cut with the grain, is the way he explained it to me. Your hair grows in like different little patterns or whatever. And if you cut against the grain in some of your meaty little areas, like your neck and on the back of your neck, if you cut against the grain in some of them areas, that's where the bumps come from, because the hair grows out and the angle that the hair – I know I'm giving a lesson on hair bumps and whatnot, but this is the Doug Stewart Show. We fine. We can do that. But the way, if you cut it against the grain, the angle at which the hair is cut is sharp You remember I was talking about how it grows back into your face? It's sharp and it turns back into your skin, causing the inflammation. And I know a lot of y'all like, man, damn, you talking a lot about hair bumps. Why do we even bring this up? Oh, but because of Floyd Mayweather. And I talked about him using a straight razor. And the straight razor, the reason why the straight razor isn't as good as or is riskier than using regular razor clippers, clippers the T-line clippers that you trim yourself up with, is because they cut a sharper cut on the actual hair follicle, on the actual hair. And so, I know it's a lot. We're going to move on from that. But ninjas listening to this show know what I'm saying about them hair bumps. That's a serious, serious conversation. And it seems like when you get them, you got them forever. Yeah. You got them forever. You don't want to get them nicknabs. Me and my brother used to call them nicknabs. The last thing I want you to do, talking to the barber, is get them nicknabs on the back of my damn head, man. So take your time. Take your time, man. All right, when we get back from the break, we'll read chat. Oh, I want to tell y'all the story about when I almost drowned as a 7-year-old kid. Lord have mercy. If your boy would have drowned as a 7-year-old kid, man, there would have been no 2 Live Stews, no The Doug Stewart Show, no 1987-88 MVP award winner for the Berkeley Stags. What would you have been doing right now if there was no Doug Stewart Show? I know, working. I'll tell you a little story about when I told it before, but I'll tell it again. We got a lot of new listeners. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
This is your boy Key C, kicking it with Key C show. And I'm bringing along some of my friends to the SME Network.
Squad, fill in. Take over. The break's over.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. He got them tickets. I'm telling you. Boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway. He's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you. Smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give them a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell them, though, that I sent you. You got to tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
Give me a beat!
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, Tribute Tuesday to great Janet Jackson. Yes, sir. Woo-wee. All right, you still got time to get into the show, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Tribute Tuesday. This segment is brought to you by my folks from Strickland Security. Strickland Security has over 55 years combined experience in the business of protecting your home with quality alarm systems. That's right. If you got a basic alarm system and you need it fixed, Strickland Security can handle that. A lot of companies don't want to fix your alarm system, so they got you covered there. If you want to get a basic alarm system, starting at just $15 a month, they got you covered as well. And they can give you the big boy alarm system with all the lights, cameras, bells, whistles, and all of that stuff. They also have a celebrity night out package where they'll come and protect you and take you out on the night on the town. They also have a neighborhood watch program that they can help you and your homeowners association implement. So check them out online. If you are dissatisfied with your alarm company, holla at my folks at Strickland Security. They got you covered. That's StricklandSecurity.com. StricklandSecurity.com. Also, I mentioned this yesterday. We're going to be talking about it a lot more in the next couple of weeks, man. But go to the GreeksOfComedy.eventbrite.com. That's the GreeksOfComedy.eventbrite.com. Once again, the GreeksOfComedy.eventbrite.com. Big comedy show coming to the ATL next month. And you can get tickets in advance starting at just $15. Some well-known comedians that are Greeks. So you're talking about a Noop. You're talking about a Sigma and a couple of Brus and a couple of DSTs and AKAs and Sigma Gamma Rolls, all telling jokes. And ATL, once again, we'll be telling you a lot more about it. But right now, you can get ahead of the crowd and get your tickets now for just $15, I believe, at the GreeksOfComedy.eventbrite.com. All right. Ben Simmons, projected by many to be the first pick in the summer's NBA draft. And since you don't know which team he will end up with selecting the spot, Simmons is holding off on signing a sneaker deal just in case the Lakers get lucky when the draft lottery results are revealed tonight. I mentioned earlier how the draft lottery is tonight. We'll find out what's the order of the draft picks. Nike is offering Ben Simmons, who plays for LSU or played for LSU, $7.5 million over 5 years with fewer performance incentives than the Adidas contract structure. Nike, which presented second to Simmons last week, presented their package, has shown an unwillingness to budge. Sources said both offers are considered fair for a top pick. The early strategy for Simmons and his Clutch Sports Group representation was believed to be a desire to sign a shoe deal before the draft lottery, but they aren't satisfied with Nike's offer. Sources are saying they're hoping that if the Lakers land the top overall pick, which is about 19%, Nike will move closer to matching Adidas' offer. So basically, this story is saying that he can make more money with this shoe deal if he somehow goes to the Lakers. To be honest with you, I'm a Lakers fan. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, I'm a Lakers fan. If I were the Lakers, I would go with Brandon Ingram. I like Brandon Ingram and his game and his upside more than I do Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, to me, looks like he's going to be a good player, but I just think the upside for Ingram that played for Duke this past year is just a whole lot more. I do. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. I'm really not sold on anybody. There's nobody this year like, LeBron James or somebody like that that's coming out, in my opinion, that's going to be an organization game changer per se. And one of these kids might, but I just don't know. I like Ingram a little bit more than I like Simmons. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining your boy. Let me read some of your chat here in the chat room. From Clay Latrell Jackson Davis, Adidas needs Ben Simmons more than Nike. Oh, that's I definitely agree with you on that. Under Armour needs him more. Yeah. From Willie D, hey, SP50 is my friends too. Thank you. I spent years in the desert and Caribbean. Ninjas can get sunburnt. I don't know how they got to that conversation. From Ms. Mocabella, draft lottery tonight. That's right. Mentioned that a couple of times already today. From the colonizer, Texas Tie, he says, I give the frown face look to all my black brothers when they talk about getting too dark. I'm like, at least y'all don't become a Red Lobster as reapply my banana boat. Basically, Texas Tie is one of our Caucasian brothers that listen to the show. And, I've never had a problem with getting too black. I'm about as black as you can get, and I love it. I'm fine with it. It's actually a good thing even. From Andre Elam, Willie D, let's get our money, dog. I'm at 60, and I want 100% laugh out loud. I don't know what they're talking about. From Dollars and Cents, Mocha, you know I love me some mocha in my coffee. They flirting up in the chat room. You talk about flirting. Last night, all type of debaucheries going on in the chat room for Spicy Conversations. All types of debauchery. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, make sure you tune in to SME After Dark. Tonight, we got a special episode of the Poe Politicking Show, 8 p.m. He talks with author Sherrod Morgan about her book, The F List, a sex memoir. You don't want to miss that, 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And then on Monday nights, man, we've got the SME late night block as well with the Lonely Hearts Cafe, with the Deacon Aloysius and and those cats, man. And later on that night, we really need to start that show at 12 midnight, at 12 a.m. because it's that type of show, seriously. But that comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah, wrong music, Waterhead. Just tune into all SME programming and content. We got it going on around here, and you also hear stuff that'll get you excited. As simple as that. That's the best way I can put it, man. That's the best way I can put it. Thank you, Waterhead. Thank you. Wow. I think last night, Spicy and her guest, what's the chick's name? Curvaceous Curvy? They call her Cece. Spicy, Curvaceous Curvy, and they had some dude in there that was just blowing my high. No disrespect to you, bro, but you was blowing my high all last night. They were playing like strip poker or something live. They were playing strip poker or sex twister or something. And I don't know what it was, but it was fantastic. Yes, sir. Damn. Ooh. Oh, Curvaceous Candy. That's her name. Shouts out to the great Spicy Conversations in the chat room. Curvaceous Candy and Spicy. Ooh. And then on the Lonely Hearts Cafe, what's the best way I can put this? Right before Spicy came on last night. Right before Spicy came on, the Lonely Hearts Cafe, I can't remember the young ladies' names, but the best way I can put this is they had two freaks on the show all night long. Talking about threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes. Good Lord, I hope my mama ain't listening. Or the ladies in the church, I hope they're not listening to SME After Dark. But that's how we get down around here, man. And thank you so much for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah. Shouts out to my man, Waterhead Walter, producer to the show. Poe Politicking, assistant producer to the Doug Stewart Show as well. Shouts out to those guys. We got a great guest coming on tomorrow as well, my man Poe got for me. I'll tell you more about it. Social media. Follow me on Stewart Media and Entertainment and The Doug Stewart Show on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all of that stuff. Great interview coming up tomorrow. Shouts out to those guys. Dwayne Vasson, Gerald Oliveri, the engineers to the show. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. To the guy that raps on this track behind us, him and his producers, Beans and Cornbread. My man Pink Gator, shouts out to Pink Gator. Thank you very much. All right, coming up next, the Kicking It with Kesey show. Yeah, the debate. Should college athletes be paid? Right here on SME, don't go away. Then following him is my man Marcus Harper with Marcus Harper's Sports Talk with Soul. Stay tuned for that. Following him, That Ninja with the Underground Railroad around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And later on tonight, 8 p.m., the Poe Politicking Show. Well, he gets a little bit, naughty as well with Dr. or Mrs. Shahrazad Morgan with her new book, The Ephelis, a sex memoir. All right? Stay tuned into SME all day long. Don't go away. Kesey coming up next. We'll do this show again tomorrow. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.